All right, we'll start in a minute here. All right, guys, let's start it up. Welcome to the live session, December 10th, 2025. All right, market has been choppy past 2 weeks, just straight up in this zone right here. So this area here, but just choppy. We've been needing to break this 6,900 and we can't do it. The support here has been 68.53 and we're just right in between this area, 6,900. Today we tried and then we failed. Tried 3 days ago. We're just straight chopping it right now. Chop, chop, chop. We're thinking, hey, Fed meeting coming. Maybe we get through that. Did it happen? Okay. So, what are we seeing here? Maybe like cup and handle here. Okay, we try to fire that squeeze today. We just couldn't do it. And we're now stuck there. So, this little section area, we just been stuck at. Consolidating. Sideways. Now, this is here. This is all-time highs right here. Okay. We did break this. Don't get me wrong. We broke it twice. But we need to get above it and over it. And hold it. I'm not doing that right now. We're rejecting that. So, one of two things is going to happen. We're going to break above, hold it, and then run to those all-time highs. Or we're going to come back down, test this again. If it doesn't hold, then we're coming back down here. Then we're coming back down here to 6,800. And that needs to hold. And then get back up there. Okay, this consolidation, it's taking a little too long. Not liking it. Okay, long-term consolidations aren't typically good. And it typically makes it fall off. Okay, and come back down. Maybe revisit 67.50 even. Okay, don't want to do that. Right? We already anticipated we would drop. Okay, we did. We dropped here. Okay, now we're back up. And we're making a nice bull flag. But it doesn't want to go. It's stuck right there. We did break this high. That's good. That's telling us, we're making lower lows and lower highs. Now we're here making higher lows and higher highs. But we need a follow through. We need follow through to break through that. Okay, so that's what we're in. We either break up above 6,950 cents, hold it and run 69.50, or we come back down, test 68.40, and then lose it, come back down to about 67.80, 67.90, test those moving averages again, maybe even 67.56, and then set up and then go. Okay. So we already had this ABC correction here, and now this is typically wave 1, wave 2, ready to go higher into a wave 3. Okay. We just need that fire. We need whatever it is that we need the market to do, or the market needs the information it needs. We need to break through that and start running. Once that happens, then we could go 7,000 and more. Right now, it's just sideways right now. Okay, sideways chop. Maybe it's waiting a little bit longer for that Santa rally. But if we do break out of that 6,900 and hold that and go towards the all-time highs, we're gonna start running, and we're gonna run for a while. Okay, because that's what it's set up to look like. But if we pull back, we're gonna pull back to this areas, and we're gonna need to hold this general area of 67.50 area, and then from there we need to set up, and then set up for that flag to break out and then run. So right now, straight chop. We need either above 69.50 cents, or we need below 68.41. Okay, those are the two scenarios there. Okay, nobody likes chop. We're in chop. Markets, back and forth. A lot of chop. It's not the greatest fun, right? Okay. Now with SPY telling me a little bit of different story. Okay, so SPY's story is, we see this channel here, this long-term channel. That was the daily channel. Okay, we had lost it here with this downtrend channel, right? That ABC correction, we lost it there. Okay, so that we lost. Okay, we got back in it, and we've been going sideways. Okay, it said we need to break this. We have broken that, and we're above it. Okay, we're here now. We're at the lower end of the channel that we got back. So we're at the lower end of the channel. So this tells me SPY wants to continue going higher. Okay, so we're inside the channel, right? We're inside the channel here. We're holding that lower end of the channel, and we have all this upper end of the channel to go to. Okay, we have all this upper end of the channel to go to. So here, SPY is telling me that we're very bullish. Okay, we had this correction. Okay, we held the 100 estimate. We got back into the channel. We're holding the channel, and potentially we got to push through this resistance area here, because that's all-time high resistance right here at 688 or 689. 689.70 area right there. That's all-time highs. We almost hit it today. We almost hit 689. We got 688.97. But there's resistance there. So it's telling us it's not ready yet. We've been chopping around, going sideways up. But we're holding this channel, and as long as we hold the channel, I feel like we're going to continue going higher. Okay. Now on the 4-hour chart, we have a bull flag. Okay, we have a bull flag on the 4-hour, but we need to hold that 686. If we could hold that 686 tomorrow, we have potential to set up for a push through that 689. Once we get through that 689, we could rally on up to 692 and more. Okay, there's high probability that it does. Just considering that we're at the lower end of the channel, we're in a bullish setup. RSI is above 50 on all frames. Okay, RSI above 50 perfectly. Okay, we had good volume today. We try to break out here. It failed. There's a lot of failing breakouts that we've been seeing. Okay, and that's typically comes with chops, chop. It's not fun with chop, but sometimes it's there. Markets are either going up, down, or sideways. Right now, markets are going sideways. So, if we hold that 686 tomorrow, we can set up a 4-hour bull flag that we could potentially go break that 689.80 or 689.70 level. So I still think it looks good. I think it wants to do it. We're at the lower end of the channel there. That channel has been very strong all year long. Right? It's been this long-term channel here all the way since May. So I think it holds and continues going. On the 4-hour, we see that say cup and handle or set up, and then we have that potential a 4-hour bull flag here. Could even see that on the 1 hour, right? We need to hold this 686 though. Hold that 686 level, and we could be good and set up for a push. We get pushing down a little bit after hours, but nothing really matters until the morning. I mean, we could be right back up here at 687 tomorrow, or even back where we open, or right where we close at 687.50. So not really worried about after hours. Tomorrow, if we hold these levels, that's gonna show good, and set up a bull flag, potentially break out this 689, and potentially go higher to all-time highs. I mean, we're right there, knocking on the door. Okay, today we're knocking on the door. We're 71 cents away from all-time highs with good volume. So as long as we stay on this channel, we're good. So if we're below 681, that's bad. Then we're going to 675. 675 level is where we're going to. If we break 681, we go to 675. And this is going to be that little gap fill area, and daily support, and the 20 SMA. Okay. So all in all, we're very close to all-time highs. We're setting up pretty nice. As long as we don't break 681, we should be going higher. If we break that 690, we should be going up and away, and running really hard towards 7 and more. 700, 710, all those good ones. All right. Let's see here. All right. NASDAQ, NQ here. Let's go NQ. All right. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. All right, so NASDAQ. So we have that same level here, bullish above this one. We hit it a couple times, but we can't get above it, hold it, and push it. Okay, we get above it, hold it, then we push it to 2690 or 26,190. Okay, if we get past that, we'll be going there to the all-time highs. A little bit more. There you go. 26,400. All right, everything looks good. RSI set up nicely. Stochastics looks fine. Volume is decent. It's very low volume, but starting to come back. It's just been sideways for the past 5 days. Sideways. Chopping around. We need to get past this 25.80, or 25,880. Get past that, and then we go here, test those all-time highs, see if we break them. Okay, QQQ and ES are kind of in the same boat. They're testing that resistance level there and trying to push. Okay, SPY is already past that resistance level and it's looking like it wants to push higher. And the Qs are literally pushing through as well, but they're chopping as well. So here, let's go that stack here. So either this one is going to break the 25,000 and hold and then push through that 26,000, or we're going to come back down here to the 25,282, test that, and then see if it goes and breaks. But I don't think it's going to go too far down, just because we did break these. We broke this high for sure. Okay. And then this one, I think we tapped it 25,880. So 25,8. Okay, right below, and right below. Okay, so we didn't tap this yet. We didn't break this one yet. So we're 10 points away from breaking that today. Okay. We hit 25,870.75. So we're 10 points from breaking that. So if we pull back, we'll pull back to 25,282, and then hopefully set up to go higher. But if we just push through that 25,880, then we should go hold it and then continue on. Okay. All right, Qs. All right, the Qs. So we're right under this gap fill. This gap fill level is 629.85. Okay. So 629.85. Yeah, it's right where it is. Okay, we're not touching it quite yet. Today we hit 629.21. Okay, and then here we hit 628.92. So today we almost touched it, didn't quite get it. Okay, once we break through that, you know, we're going to go to all-time highs. 637. But again, we've been going sideways, chopping up sideways. Okay, slightly up but sideways. So still looks good. You know, it's not looking horrible. It's not looking like, you know, a complete disaster, like, you know, say this. But again, this was the ABC correction. And here we got a wave 1, possible wave 2, and then set up for a wave 3 higher. Okay. And, you know, maybe it pulls back once here and then sets up for that wave 3. But I think that wave 3 is coming within this month. Whether that be at the end of this week or next week, I think we're going to get a nice pop and run going into the holidays. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to get a bloody Christmas this year. I just don't see it. If it was going to do that, I think this would have been lower. But here we're above all the moving averages. RSI's nice and reset. We have our setup. We just need it to set up to go to that wave 3. Okay. So SPY and Qs, they still look good. They look good. You know, they look like they want to go. They want to go. So we'll see. We will see. All right. So, and look at IWM. IWM's already going. Okay. It faked us down, and it's just been on a rampage up. Okay. Remember we said right here we get it's gonna make a big move up or down. Okay. It made a big move down. Now it's making a big move up. So it made both. Okay. It made a big move down. Okay. Didn't quite get our 226. We got that 228. And then we're rallying up here. Now it's going to that 260 area and then 267. See, just like SPY, this one lost the channel, got back in it, held it, and now it's pushing through the channel, making new all-time highs. So IWM strong, going higher. Okay, that's a good sign that the market's gonna want to go higher as well. Okay, DIA. Okay, DIA is right here, right towards those all-time highs. Remember, we couldn't get past that 480. Today we got past it. Okay, held it. We're holding above. Okay, and as long as we stay above that 480.50, we should be heading to 45, 490. So it's looking like IWM is the strongest in this market. As SPY and QQQ are choppy, IWM is the strongest. DIA is the second strongest. It's right there near all-time highs, and it's holding above said levels of 480.50. So IWM been kind of crap all year, kind of. Now it's becoming strong, going, and DIA as well. So those are the two to watch right now. SPY and QQQ kind of figure their stuff out. I mean, but they're gonna go. They're gonna go. But IWM and DIA, they're already going. Okay. All right. Microsoft. Let's do a big view. Microsoft. Bull flag on the monthly. Looks good. Looks completely good. Okay. Weekly. Okay, it's holding that monthly support right there. 475. Holding it perfectly nice. Okay, squeeze for me. RSI is below 50, but it's trying to get back up. Okay. On the daily. So we had this ABC correction here. Okay, and then we set up, and then we got dropped down. Now we're kind of just consolidating in this zone. I don't think we lose that 475 though. That 475, I think it holds. Okay, that 471 holds. I think that holds, and then this pushes. I think that this bottoms out here. I don't think it loses that 475 60 area. If it does hit that 471, I don't think it goes lower than that 200 SMA. It comes back up. You know, I know that the daily almost hit that 50, coming back. You know, they must have had some news for this gap down. It was right here, gap down, got back over here, gap down again. So I think this one said he comes back up to 490. I don't think we lose that. At least we don't lose that 200 SMA. But I don't think we even lose this monthly support. I think it holds. I think it holds up. I think it's still a good swing, a nice swing. I mean, this monthly bull flag is beautiful. Okay, and the weekly as well. It's nice. All right. And it's just the daily is looking ugly. The daily's looking ugly. But if this could hold, there, that's going to be a bottom. And we could end up taking off. Okay. Oh. All right. CMC. Comcast. Comcast looks good. It looks like it bottomed. Okay. Looks like it bottomed here with the bullish divergence. So bullish divergence, squeeze for me. Okay, it's consolidating sideways. It looks like it bottomed. The RSI is above 50. That's good. It's telling you this is a nice bullish divergence. It should move. It should take it to 28.30, and then 28.46 is gap fill. Okay, 28.46 is gap fill, and then if you get past that, then it'll take it to 29 or $30. To take it to $30, and potentially take it to $31. But it does look like a nice bottom, and it looks like it's gonna set up to push off. All right, Han is in a downtrend, but it's looking like it's finding a base. Okay, it's finding a base here. No bullish divergence here, but it's just, RSI is getting near 50. Okay, the 20 SMA is acting as resistance here, and that resistance is still valid. Can't get over that 20 SMA. Had good volume today, but it still couldn't get over that 20 SMA. It needs to clear that 20 SMA, and then it could go 195, 199, 90, and 202, 202.50. If it could get past that 20 SMA. J&J is a buy. It's a good buy. It's a good swing. It's a good buy. I've been saying that for a little while. Had a big day today. Yesterday it hit 200. Today it got 200 and came all the way back up. This is just a bull flag. Okay, this was bull flag support. 200. Okay, held it, pushed it up, set up. Once it breaks, it goes 211 and 217. Nice swing on J&J. It's a nice swing. Okay, Tesla here. Tesla's forming a bull flag here. It's set up. Right? We had that ABC correction, and now here we have this little choppiness, and now we have this wave 1, wave 2, and we're setting up. Once it breaks out of this 470 level, it's going to go into a wave 3, and then we should take off all the way to 5. We should take off all the way to 560. Once we break that 470, we should take off to 560. Okay. So I think I'm telling you this. I'm saying this month it's starting off a little slow. It's starting off a little choppy, but I'm thinking this month we're gonna have some big moves. Some big players have some big moves. SPY have some big moves. QQQ have some big moves. Tesla have some big moves. Microsoft should have some big moves. Okay, right now, you know, we're looking choppy. We're volatile. You know, but you know, after things cleared out, okay, Fed's already done. Okay, that's done with. We don't have to deal with that until next year. All right, perfect. Okay, tariffs are slowly, you know, not as bad as when they are before. When you know, there was tariff news, the market would either flop or pop. Okay, you know, things are settling down a little bit better. Okay, the market's choppy. It's kind of digesting everything, but I think we're gonna have some big moves coming in the next week. I think next week is going to be a good week, whether it be at the end of the week next week or even midweek. But I think next week, I think it's setting up. You know, Tesla likes to chop, you know, so, you know, we got this bull flag. It's chopping around here. It might chop around for another couple of days, but I think next week it runs. I think next week it can run. At least test the highs again to see if we break those 470. And if we do break that 470, we're going to take off. And if that takes off, then that's going to give us the confirmation that the markets are going to most likely take off as well. Okay. All right, AMD. You know, AMD. You know, same thing. AMD had that ABC correction here, and now we have that wave 1 and wave 2. And we're just looking to go into that wave 3. So that wave 3 is what we're waiting for. But we're just been sideways chopped. You know, we haven't been able to get past 222 for the past week straight. And we're just going sideways. Okay, once we get past that, then we're going to come here and test 240. Okay, once we get past that 240, then we're going to come back here at 260, 267. Okay, but right now, straight chop. Straight chop. RSI is right at 50. Straight chop. Straight chop. Okay. XYZ. Okay. XYZ looks like it could be a W pattern. So it's above its 20 SMA. That's good. Next target is going to be 67. So this should pop up to 67. Okay. It should come up to at least 66.70. But 67 is target. If it can clear that and get past that, you could go to 74. All right. Snap. Snap has just been kind of doing nothing. It's just been consolidating in this area. Every time it gets past that 840, it comes back down. It's just been chopping around. So, you know, if this is the range. It has choppiness right in this between 750 and 8. So until this thing has some kind of news or something, you would just buy it long, leaps, and don't look at it. Otherwise, it's just gonna chop around and do nothing. You know, if it breaks 850, possibly it runs back to 9, 910, or maybe 9 area 920. But even that in that area, it's been lacking and false. But it is in a buy zone right here, at that little that area, this small area right here, that 750 area. It's that buy zone. So, is it a buy? Sure, but is it like a next week buy? No, it's like a long-term buy. Okay, next here. Roku. Okay. Okay, Roku broke out last month. Okay, and then came back down to this 90 area. Now it's trying again to try to test that breakout. Okay, it needs to get past this 107.70. I think it can get past that 107.70. Then we could break that 109.60 and go. And once it goes above that 110 area, we have that 116.66. Okay, and then past that, we got 124 and 143. Looks good so far, though. All right. Path. Okay, Path. Looks like it had some good earnings. Popped up. Okay, it's trying to hold that 1858. Trying to hold that 1858. Okay, looks like a bull flag setting up. If that could happen, if that 1858 holds, then we break that 1988. We go to 2160. Looks good right there. PLTR. Okay, PLTR. Palantir Technologies had a great day today. It looks like it wants to go back to this gap fill right here. So, next target is 193. And then we go to that 201.47. But Palantir looks good. We got our side pretty much reset. It's going. We had great volume. Okay, we had that ABC correction here. Now we got that wave 1 going. And maybe this is a wave 2. And now we're going into wave 3 here, possibly. And that, or this could be that wave 3 already. So either way, Palantir is going higher. It's going higher. You know, it's going 245 next year, maybe even 300. It's It's a popular stock, and they're coming out with a lot of things that are going to change the future, whether that be for just military or overall things in our future. I think the technology is going to be passed down from just not just military. It's going to pass on to, just regular society, consumerism. Some things, video games are probably going to be different, So there's a lot of things that they're doing that transfer over into the real world that they can make a lot of money on, not just military stuff. All right. All right. So Kato's. Okay. This one looks good right here. Okay. So RSI is above 50. That's good. Squeeze is firing to the upside. Everything looks good on there. Looks like it wants to move back up. We got resistance levels here. 82.76. And we got it here. 86.85. So it looks like it's consolidating. Overall, a larger bull flag here. So look, it's holding its 20 SMA. If it could set up, it's probably chop around in this zone for a little bit, set up that monthly bull flag, but it looks like it's going to chop around between 70 and 90 for a little while, but it's a buy here. So 70 and 90. So that's going to be your range. It's going to be your range. And then here's going to be your mid-range. That's going to be your mid-range. But you're in the lower end of the range. So you got room to the upside. Okay. All right. Coin. Okay, coin. All right, so coin here, we have this downtrending channel, okay? We broke out of that channel. Okay, we're right here. We broke out of that channel. Okay, we broke out of that channel, and, we have this bull flag here. So this here, we got this bull flag here forming. Okay, so we had that set up. We broke out of the channel here, broke out, back tested the channel here, held it, came back up, attempted to break out yesterday, failed. Okay, today completely just did nothing. And what we held, that 272.52, we held it. Now the bottom of support is 261, so it's holding near the upper range of the bull flag. So right where this one initiated the indecision candle, okay, this one has another indecision candle right at that support. Now we're up, and now we're consolidating in that upper support. So here we have that bull flag still, now, and it's still targeting that. That 310 area. Those are price target 1 is 293. Price target 2 is 309. 310 area. So the coin still looks good. We're just going sideways. And the whole market's been going sideways. That's what I'm saying, that I think next week we should be breaking out of all of these sideways patterns. And I'm hoping, because what is it? Next week is the week before Christmas. So if we're gonna have a Santa rally, we're gonna get it into next week, going into Christmas. So that Santa rally comes, then we're going to see everything start rallying up, running into Christmas. So next week should start. This week has been chop. Last week too. So the beginning of December has been chop. So we've been chopping around, but it's giving us, little hints, tidbits. We broke the channel. We back tested the channel. We're holding it. We're holding it in the upper range. We're above the 20 SMA. Okay. Now we just need to break that 200 SMA right at 283. Get above there, and then we get to run and go. Okay. So this would be a wave 1, wave 2, and then we go into break this out. It would be our wave 3, all the way to 340. Okay. Probably get to a little hiccup or two around 320, but we're going to get to 340. Okay. Once this breaks out, we should be 340. So I'm saying 340 could happen by the end of the month if we get that breakout next week. Okay. So it looks good still. It looks great. Okay. It's just the choppiness hurts. The choppiness hurts. Going sideways, and when you're having a decaying contract, it hurts. It hurts. Because every day your contract either, it looks good, and then boom, next day it looks horrible. Okay. Next day it looks good. Boom. Next day it looks horrible. Right. So, and every day it's been taking a bite out of there because it's decaying contracts. Say, but once that starts running and we start going, it's going to come alive, and it's going to come alive well. Okay. We just need that push. So I'm hoping that either in the end of this week we get it, or next week we hit it strong, and when we just run it the whole week. But that's the thing. When it starts running and taking off, you don't want to jump the gun and close it too early as well. So when it starts to run, let it run. Let it make up for all of that issues that it costs you. Okay. All right. Okay. So you. All right. You here. It's kind of chopping around, consolidating here. RSI is right at 50. Okay. Squeezes for me. It's holding the moving averages here. I think it's basing. It's basing right now. And it's going to base between 14 and 17. It's going to base with the mid-level. A mid-level of 1620. So we're in the lower end of the base. So it is a good buy here. Because we got the upper end of the base is $2 out. Right? 16, or the midway of the base is $2 out, 16. And then 17 is the upper end. Once that breaks that 18 level, then we're going to be going back to 22. And then we'll have this area to deal with. Okay. IVC, okay. IVZ. All right. IBZ, this one looks good. Looks really good. Let's check it out on a higher time base. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So. Okay. All right. All right. This one looks awesome. It's a nice uptrend. Nice uptrend here. Nice uptrend going. Okay, nice uptrend. Nice uptrend going. I think it's going to continue to go to 2880. And then if it doesn't have any difficulties there, then we got room to 32. Okay. So it looks like nice and strong. Nice uptrend. Steadily. Higher highs, higher lows. Looks great. Just broke out of that 25 level. Let's go to 2880. And then 32. Looks good. A nice swing right there. All right. Okay. Okay, Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin. All right. So, Bitcoin. So, I have a problem here that I'm not sure about Bitcoin. because when I look at the waves, I have a wave 1, I got a wave 2, I got a wave 3, and this could be a wave 4. And then this could be the wave 5 down to 78, 700. Okay? That's my issue there. So when I look at this and I count my waves out, this could be a drop to wave 5, which is at 78,000. Okay? RSI might be rejecting that 50. We might get that drop. That hard drop to 78,000 originally that we said it was going to happen. That's 78,707. Now, that being said, that is one thing, and that would be a perfect wave scenario. It could be. Now, the other problem I have is it could be wave 1, wave 2, this is wave 3, this is wave 4, and then this wave 5 got cut short here. Could be. And then now we have this setup here that if we break out, because we're already broken the channel. We already broken the channel. We're holding the 20 SMA. Okay, right now we're below it, but this candle could change because it's active right now. So we're below we're above the downtrending channel. Okay, we held the breakout, right? We broke out here, then we held it here. Okay, now we're above that 20 SMA. We couldn't get above it here. We're above it now. Okay, we'll see if we hold it here or not. We'll see. But right now, it's holding it. All right. So if this sets up and it breaks, 94,980. If it breaks that, we're going back to 100. We're going back to 100. And that's going to be the setup for wave 3, because then this would be that wave 5, then this would be that wave 1, that wave 2, and then this consolidation in the wave 2, and then we break that 94,980. This would be the wave 3. We'll probably get all the way up to 108,842. So we'll get that and more. Okay, if this is set up to break. Now, if we lose this low here of 88,400, okay, we lose that, then this one has a potential to drop down here. Okay, so that's my take on Bitcoin. Now, the only reason why I think that this could be a failed wave 5, because I see other things that moving on to your second question, MicroStrategy, right? So I'll shoot that one here, MicroStrategy. So MicroStrategy here, here we have that wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. This is wave 4 right here, and then here, okay, this is wave 4, and this would be wave 5 right here. So this is wave 5 for sure on MicroStrategy. Okay, and wave 5s look like this sometimes. They look like this a lot of the times. But this is a perfect, wave 4 to wave 5 right here. And then, from that wave 5, we gap up, make that morning star. And then here we got a wave 1, and then this is wave 2. Okay, this potentially was supposed to be going into our wave 3, going to 240. But we got rejected. We rejected the 20 SMA, and we got shot down on the 20 SMA again. Okay, now does this negate that this is we could still break out? No, it doesn't. It just puts us back inside the bull flag. Okay, it puts us back inside the bull flag. So here we got the bull flag here still. Okay, and this is going to be their wave 1, wave 2. All right, because this was a wave 5. Okay, now we got that setup. It could be an A, B, C correction as well, but I think it's that wave 1 and wave 2. Okay, and that setup could potentially take us to that 240, which I think we will. If we break out by next week, if we break out, I think 240 comes by the end of the month. Okay, and I think that that's going to happen. Um, Now, why? It's just because this is a beautiful wave 1 through 5 down. Okay, with the beautiful reversal and bullish divergence on the wave 5. Okay, set up beautifully. Now on the wave 1 to 2, those, it's choppy. But we've been in a choppy market. Okay, you're not going to get everything perfect. So it's been choppy, but we're outside of the downtrend. We have a beautiful reversal. Okay, we have a beautiful setup. Okay, we're fighting the 20 SMA right now. I think that 20 SMA gives tomorrow because it's going to be that 20 SMA is at 186.84. Okay, 186.84. Okay, this one it's going to come back down. After I was saying it's at 180 here, down here. Okay, our support here is 177.21. So this is our area of consolidation. 177 to 191. Okay, so whatever is this here, it's going to be still great bull flag. Okay, so maybe we hit 171 or 177 tomorrow. Okay, it doesn't matter. We could pop back up the next day, Friday, back up to 180, 190. Okay, we need to break that 191. We tried it yesterday. We broke out. We came back in end of the day. We tried it today. We hit 190, and we came back down. So it's likely. Okay, it pulls back. All right, and then we find more buyers, and we're gonna find buyers down here for sure. And then we pop back up Friday or next week, and then we take off. Okay, nothing really matters except the takeoff. When is that gonna happen? That takeoff is I'm anticipating next week. Okay, the next week before Christmas is the takeoff. We take off there. If we take off there, we should be by the end of the week at 215. If we get a nice takeoff, even if it's midweek, we don't take off till midweek. I still think by the end of the week we get to 213, 215. Okay, and then into the Christmas and the short weeks of Christmas and stuff, I think we still rally up, and we get to that 237 by the end of the year. That's how I'm thinking. I think this is a perfect 1 through 5 down setup. The setup for the 1 to 2 is a little choppy, but we've been in a choppy market. But I still think that this one is gonna go. Okay, and we'll see how that happens. As long as we hold 177.21, this is a straight. It's still good. Okay, we're just in that choppy motion. We hit that 190, and then we hit that 191 here, drop to 170. Then we hit it again here, and then when we drop to maybe 181, maybe a little bit more. Then Friday we pop back up, and then next week we see what happens. But I think next week is the week that we go. Okay, everything's kind of signaling me. Okay, we chop this week, everything, and then next week, the week before Christmas, we get that rally, because you got to shake a little hands, shake little weak hands. All right. So. Dex, Netflix. Okay, I hope I explained all that pretty well. All right, Netflix. All right, Netflix here. Dropping. I said today 93.20 would be a nice level to buy Netflix, and why is that? Because Netflix here, we have good support area right here, right there at that 92 area. Okay, so this is monthly support, right? So. You can see it on the weekly as well. It's weekly support here. So I think this area in general is going to be a nice area. Maybe it comes a little bit lower to that 88, but I mean, we're already in our 30s on our weekly RSI here. Okay, we got a squeeze firing down, but I think this general area around 90 area right there, that area here, I think it's a good area to buy some swings. Maybe it goes down $2 more, maybe it goes down $4 more, but it hits this area. I think it's gonna bounce up. I think it will bounce up tomorrow. I think this holds, and I think it holds pretty nice. We're already at 26 RSI on the daily. We had our drops off. I think maybe we gap up a little bit, have a little good green day, form a bullish harami, and then Friday we have another green day. And then that sets up for a bigger jump for next week. and then into the holidays, it's going to probably run up to maybe 114. Okay, so is it a good shot? I think it is. Lots of selling volume here, lots of selling volume, but I think that this area is a good area to buy. Okay, good area to buy. So if we do gap up and it is a little green day, anticipate Friday to be another green day. Okay, so think it just think that. But yes, I do like Netflix here. I think it is at a good area of support. I think the RSI has been beaten down. I think stochastics wants to turn around. I think that these one will have a nice bounce next week as well. All right. Okay. IRBT. All right. iRobot. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right. I like the little swooshes that it's having, the little cups that it's forming, like those are strength, right? Especially like at a really bottoming channel, you know, it's like they're little strengths. It's showing strength. It's showing strength. It's showing strength. Okay, and I like that, especially on something that looks like it's pretty much bottoming. You like to see those cups forming because it shows buyer enthusiasm there. So I don't know if it's ready yet. It might be because it's very strong candles that are forming right here, but it was like buyers came in, okay, then came out, buyers came in again, okay, then buyers came in again. So buyers keep coming in around this $2 area, okay, the $2 to $3 area. Buyers keep coming in. Now you need to pass that $6 area though to show you. And if you do though, if you pass the $6 area, it's telling you that all these buyers, you know, really loaded up, and that $6 area is going to take you to $8 and $10. So you could double up on this if that happens. I would say $10. Right at $10 would be a good spot to sell. But you know, you got to get past that $6 first. Okay, you get past that $6, then this is going to tell you, yeah, they're going to want to double their money. So we're going to go 8, about 750. Yeah, 750, 8, and then $10. But it looks good. It looks like a nice little bottom. But if you can't pass 6, then it's going to come back and they're going to keep loading up around $2 to $3. And once they're finally loaded up, then they're going to break that out and go to sell it at 10. All right, that's that one. All right, RR. Okay, RR Rich Tech Robotics. Okay, this one looks good. Broke the downtrend here. Okay, it looks like, you know, a nice break, and then RSI set up. This one looks like it could be, you know, setting up for a nice big run up as well. So I say here support is going to be right here at $4. Okay, if it could pass, if it could break up 480, 483, if it could break that 483, you have a chance to run to 550 and 640. Okay, you have a chance to run up there and maybe even get back to the highs. Okay, but this one looks like it bottomed, and it's looking like it's pretty strong here. Lots of volume, and it's just that flag looks nice. It's high volume and then low volume. It's what you like. And then once it breaks that, it goes 550, 640. That could happen. Okay, so that stock could double. I mean, not double, but increase 50% in the next month or two. I would say the next month. Yeah, but I think I think in January it should be that. If this breaks out next week, that, I'm anticipating everything kind of breaking out next week. If it breaks out next week, yeah, we could see this gain 50% in a month. That could definitely happen. All right. Amazon. So Amazon is stuck in this cloud, right? It's stuck in the cloud. So this sideways consolidation between 238 and 213. It's just been stuck there. It has a little bull flag there, and it's holding above its moving averages, but it needs to get out of this cloud. If it could get out of the cloud, it could go 244. And I don't know about you guys, but Amazon's been, kind of delayed on a lot of packages. I don't know if that means that they are down on help or everybody's ordering a lot and they're going to have a big quarter. But I've had a lot of delayed packages, and I've had a lot of missed packages, and I've had a lot of packages there just like, I don't want it anymore, and they're like, just keep it. And so I don't know if that says that they're extremely busy and they're making a lot of money, and this quarter is going to be phenomenal and it's going to blow out the water, and they're going to have holiday numbers that are going to be crazy, or that, they just don't have enough people to go around. So, if you want to be a good supporter of Amazon, then I would say, hey, look at your accounts. Like, are you buying a lot of stuff from Amazon? Okay, if that's increased during the holidays, as everybody's buying everything online, from there, maybe this is a sign that, hey, Amazon's going to have good numbers this year for the holidays, and they're gonna take off, and that's finally going to get them out of this cloud and finally get them to all-time highs again. Okay, and that could very much be it. So they could produce some holiday numbers in 2 weeks, and this thing could take off. So I think it is because they're busy. Because I just came from the UPS store today, returning something, and there's boxes galore everywhere, and the majority of them Amazon. So yeah, good positive. Consumers are consuming. Spending's a lot of spending going on. People aren't waiting right before Christmas to buy stuff. They're buying stuff now. So I think it has good potential. Has good potential. All right. All right. So NVIDIA. So NVIDIA has been stuck in this wall right here, that 185.50, and what it really needs to get over is 187.25. Okay, so it's been holding this 183.24 pretty well. That's good. The signs are there's a lot of buyers there. So I would say, we're just setting up. We're just kind of just chopping around. We had that drop here, that big giant drop there. Okay, and now we kind of had this little push here. We're setting up a little bull flag. It needs to break that 187.25. Once it breaks above there and holds it, we're going to 193, 195 in 2000. So, I'm thinking, next week, just like we run with everything, I think that, there's a possibility that we run. So, it's kind of one of those things, hold tight. We've been chopping around. Okay. All right. All right, BA. All right, BA is it's, I think it's set up. You just need time. Okay, BA's sideways is kind of doing nothing. It has a flag though. This is a perfect flag. It's right under a big resistance area, which is the downtrend, and 210, 211. So it needs to be able to set up and break that. But right now it's just in a flag. Okay, that flag support is 195, and the resistance is 206. So it's just going sideways. This one just needs time. Sideways consolidating. Siren. Okay. This one's sideways, chopping around. Okay, it's in this block between 39.69 and 49.96. It's chopping around. It's rejecting that 20 SMA. We're below 50 on the RSI. Squeeze for me. This is not doing anything. So you need to get above 50 or you got to get below 39 for this to do anything. Or else it's going to stay in between those two with your mid-level right at 45. All right. Oracle. All right. Oracle came out with earnings today. Okay. They beat the earnings per share, but they failed on revenue by just like below 1%. And they dropped all the way down to 197, which is 197 is right here. Okay, so that's right there. So now here's another one that I don't think so. This one has a perfect drop here. Okay, and then this is at wave 5. Then we gap up here and we run up here. This is going to be our wave 1. Okay, I don't think we open at 197. Honestly, I think we open above 200. You know, we open somewhere around here. Okay, and then I think it's going to be a buy the dip situation, and this one's going to pop up. That's what I think. I think that's going to happen. Okay, let's see here. So it dropped all the way here, right? And that's where it is. It found that support area right there. Okay. I don't think it opens up right here. I think it opens up around maybe 200, maybe a little higher, maybe 201. Okay, and then I think it's going to be the buy the situation, and then it's going to run up back up, and we're probably going to be at 224 or higher by Friday. If tomorrow they buy it up, whatever it opens at, I don't think it goes lower than this. I don't. Let me double check it. Okay. Okay, this is wave 5. Okay. So this here is going to be wave 1. Okay. So here we got our wave 1. Okay, and then we drop. Maybe I don't think we'll open. I think we'll open up somewhere around the 200s, higher 200s. We're gonna definitely close above 212 this week, if not even more. But this is gonna be the wave 2, the drop, and then wave 3 was gonna be coming either next week or it's probably gonna be next week or the week after. But I think we're gonna break that 227 and we're gonna rip it up. So we'll see if it's by the dip tomorrow. We'll see it. If that's what happens. If that's what happens, then keep buying this thing because it's gonna take off. So if they buy the dip tomorrow and it runs all the way back up to either 212 or even just 220 or 223, if it runs all the way back up and has a big day, this thing is telling you it's gonna set up to run hard. Okay. Now if it doesn't, then don't touch it. You know, if it opens up at 197, does nothing, then don't touch it. It's just don't touch. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to open around 200. I think they're going to buy it up, and then we're going to get back up to where we were levels, and then it's going to be one of those don't play earnings by the dip situations, and it takes off, and then sets up and runs. Okay, if we're below this low here for whatever reason, then we're going to 187.40. But I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Okay. NBIS. NBIS is consolidating. It is a buy, but it's a long-term buy. It's just consolidating here. As long as it stays above that 88 level, I think it's fine. Okay. RSI is steadily right at 50. But yeah, this one's just consolidating. It's going to take a little bit. CRWV. This one looks good. You know, it's past its 20 SMA. Okay, RSI is getting back over 50. We bottomed here. Okay, we got it. We tested that. We held it. Now this one looks like it's setting up. It wants to go higher. This one looks like a nice swing. Nice swing to the upside. Okay. Oh, my back hurts so bad. All right. Let's see here. All right, Intel. Okay, Intel looks great. Has a bull flag on the daily. It's holding the support 39.50, holding that bull flag support, and also this back test here. It's holding that as well. I think that it's an go. So once it breaks that 41, they should start to move back up to the upper hand, and then once it breaks that 44, we go 46, 47. And then we go 50. Okay. So it looks good. Like it. Still like it. Looks beautiful. You know, if all these chip stocks are gonna go, I don't see how Oracle is gonna fail. Okay. Okay. AMT. AMT looks like it's basing here, maybe off of this low support area. It's basing. Okay, it's got above the 20 SMA, getting above the 50 SMA, or trying to at least. It's getting rejected. Let me see the weekly. All right, so you got some longer term support down here throughout. So yeah, this looks like a good buy to buy a dip area, as long as it doesn't break 170. As long as it doesn't break 170, it looks like this area is good support. As long as it's basing, it is basing currently. So squeeze setting up, RSI trying to get over 50. You just got to make sure that you're above that 20 SMA still, and then you want to get past that 50, and then you can make a move to 188, 188.73. And then 193. Okay, so this is looking like a descending triangle here. Descending triangle here, so it could take a little bit more before it breaks out. It could break out in the next week or two. Okay, looks good. All right, PFE. PFE chopping around between 25 and 26. It needs to break that 26, and then we go 27 and more. But right now, just chopping around. You know, we got some bad news yesterday about some Corona stuff, but I don't think that matters to it. You know, Pfizer does more than that. So squeeze setting up nicely. Everything looks good. I think it takes off. You know, I think this one could have a good push. It takes time. It's taking time. It needs time. Okay. But I do think once it passes that 26, we go to that 27. Okay. All right. Now again, with Bitcoin, I told you guys, you know, my whole spiel about it. I think that, you know, as long as it holds area right here and we break out that 94,980, we take off. But again, there's that possibility we hit that 78,700. And if that ever does happen, then that's the time that you really buy. Okay. All right, guys. I had a good time with you tonight. Happy holidays and be safe. I'll see you guys next week. Good night.